Plant friends, I've got a little update for you. These are the plants that I purchased at Colasanti's not too long ago, early February or mid-February. Look at how fantastic they're doing. Wow, so overwhelming having so many blooms, so I thought I'd put it in a video and give you a quick update instead of doing individual pictures or shorts. These definitely deserve a full-length video. First, let's start with the peanut cactus, and this is doing very well. There's a little new growth right there in the center, which is a great sign, and I can see new growth on this part as well. Just wonderful. The plant is nice and lush and filling out so nicely. I'm really looking forward to this one branching out even more over the coming months, even summer when it gets warmer. Second is this little Tulumnia. Not all the buds are open yet. We still have some blooms to look forward to, which is good since so many of these plants are already in bloom. I water this one early in the morning, and this allows it to dry out throughout the day. I don't want the roots to stay sopping wet at night. I want to limit as much root rot as possible. Now this one's potted up in gravel, which is wonderful, and I soak this in the morning, so it's well draining, dries out very quickly. Just a wonderful little gem of a Tulumnia. And this one did come with 2 spikes, and it's slowly working on those blooms, which I can't wait to see what that looks like. We do have a second Tulumnia that I picked up. Root system is looking fantastic. And it's in the afternoon, close to evening, and the roots are still nice and hydrated, which is a good sign. And the pot is fairly dry as well. It's very cool to the touch, so a little bit of moisture, but not completely totally dry. There's a few more hours until night, so I suspect that this will dry out nicely overnight and ready for new water tomorrow morning. These are the blooms. 3 little darling of a blooms on this baby. Such a wonderful treat. And if you're wondering, there's no fragrance to the Tulumnias. Now take a look at this. Our 4th plant in the haul is the Oncidium Sharry Baby Red Fantasy. Wow. Just a gorgeous plant. And the fragrance, you know, it's said to smell more like chocolate, but I kind of think it smells like cherry Kool-Aid. Cherry Kool-Aid or even Skittles. Definitely sweet candy. Her pseudobulbs are looking very nice. And so far I don't see any new pseudobulbs emerging. But she is working on a second spike. So I've got more blooms to look forward to, which is such a treat. Although these Oncidiums have nice thick pseudobulbs, I keep them on the moist side, not sopping wet, but ever so slightly damp. I don't want them to dry out too much in between watering, and I like that they're in sphagnum moss, so that does hold on to a little bit more moisture around the roots. When it's approaching dryness, that's when I will give it some water. And again, feed included with the fertilizer, but just a weak strength. plant friends, I can't get enough of these blooms. I could just sit and stare at this all day. Our final plant in this haul is another Oncidium. This is the Oncidium Everglades Elegance Nancy Lee. The pseudobulbs are so nice and fat and juicy on this plant. She did come with a new growth, and I've noticed another little new growth over here, which is just a fantastic sign with bringing home a new Oncidium. And look at the spike. Really nice thick spike and loaded with flowers. I want to enjoy these blooms, so I'm setting up a little arrangement so I can enjoy them every day until they fade. I'm simply potting them up in this container lined with plastic, and I'll add a touch of bark for decoration. The plants will enjoy this spot. It's right in the middle of the living room, south facing, all glass, so it is getting a bit of direct sun in the morning. Once it hits noon to about 2 p.m., it will be filtered light. After that, there will be some direct afternoon sun, but not too intense where it's going to scorch the leaves. Now you might be wondering, how am I going to water these plants? Well, I'll be using a turkey baster.